Last week on You've Got Business, we got to know the final 10 contestants who managed to convince the judges, thus proceeding to the final round of pitches at the NBK headquarters.
This is You've Got Business, powered by NBK.
This week, we look at the businesses of 3 of the 10 contestants, who will then pitch to the judges for funding and mentorship courtesy of the National Bank of Kenya. So what will the judges be looking for?
I'm looking for creativity and innovativeness in the business idea.
I want to see from the last pitch and today's pitch what different thing are they going to sell to us for us to be able to agree, okay, then this is the person who needs the money.
If the numbers don't tell the story they're telling us, I'm sorry, ladies, I really am going to have to be there.
Will the contestants meet the threshold? Let's have a look. We have Priska Mandere,
My name is Priska Mandere, founder and owner of Tintan Enterprise. We started this jewelry business, fabricating metal boxes and wheelbarrows in 2019. So we have been doing this this is the 4th year now, because we started in December 2019. So 2020, COVID came, hit, and we couldn't make so much profit. Schools were closed. So I think properly we are starting to get back. We started with 3 boxes, and now annually we are doing more than 500. Our client is the underprivileged kids who are not able to buy the luxurious suitcases and briefcases that are in the supermarket. The ones who are not able to afford those high-end products. So we deal with such parents who come to us low-cost metal boxes. Yes.
Where?
We are located at Lanthis Road, next to Masiko building.
How much are you looking to raise and what would you use it for?
So for right now, we are looking at the 500,000. So the 500,000 is for wheelbarrows. We've been doing wheelbarrows. We sell around 3 to 5 per week. But now, you see, when the wholesale people come, you are not able to have a higher bargaining power because you have few.
I think you have a lot of possibilities with your business, and it's more of a comment than it is a question. I think 500 boxes are very little, and it's where you started. Just think bigger, dream bigger in terms of how do I innovate, how do I reduce my margins so that then the business has a possibility out there. When you think about the market of kids who are going to high school in 1 year, that's where you want to start to think about when you think about your strategy.
While the conversation is going on, I feel like, how would you make it easier for me to carry that box or for a child to carry that box? You can introduce better handles or even wheels so that a child can be able to drag it. You can introduce a bit of privacy inside the box. So I think maybe those are my 2 top ideas that in line of you thinking about innovation, maybe those are some of the things that you can do.
You're coming up with a solution. Yeah. So you really need to know what is the issues or the problem with what is existing so that you can just come in and close that gap or solve that problem. The wheelbarrow, if you buy most of the wheelbarrow, you're doing construction. By the time you're carrying the second bag of cement, it's broken. So what are you doing? Because most of the time you have to take it back to them, for welding. So are you taking care of that? So find out what is the gap when you're manufacturing your product so that you can be able to incorporate that. And definitely you end up having a more unique and a superior product from what is the market. And that definitely gives them a competitive advantage over the other products and the market margin, definitely by all means.
And you've got a business that is selling things that people want to buy.
Yeah.
You know your gauges, you know what other people are doing, and therefore you've identified one of your competitive advantages as the material that you use. That's someone who understands their market and knows where to pitch it. What we have to deliberate is whether this is a business that we want to invest in. Thank you, Priska.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Our next contestant is Lynn Odiwa.
Hello and welcome back. We're sufficiently intrigued by your pitch to want to hear a little bit more about your business. So we're going to give you 2 minutes, and exactly 2 minutes, to tell us a little bit more about your business and to drill down to the specifics and the details that will enable us to determine whether this is a business that is worth investing in. After that, each of the judges will ask you some questions, and we would like as much detail as possible. You've got 2 minutes. You can start now.
First of all, it's good to see you all once again. I'm Lynn Odiwa, my partner.
And I'm Fiona Morema.
Okay. Nature's Best Green Culture Limited, that's our company. It's a social enterprise that increases food security, food and nutrition security through value addition of kienyeji vegetables. Like we conveniently produce the indigenous vegetables for the urban, the individuals living in the urban centers. We're here today to ask for 580,000 for our business because I think my partner can also take from there.
Yeah, okay. I'm Fiona. This is my second time coming here. My first time coming here. My partner was here first. For the equipment, we need a freezer to increase our storage, our freezing, our cooling system. We also need a washer. We also need a larger working surface area. And we also need boilers because right now we are using gas. And when this bulk production comes, it's going to be hectic on us because a production that needs to take like 2 to 3 hours, we go 24 hours from 6 to 6. So we have to get like 20 women, some who come in the morning and some who come at night. A third of almost all the harvest goes at waste. So if we are going to be able to do value addition, nothing is going to be wasted. We're able to find storage facilities. We're going to access markets, international markets, local markets. Then we're likely looking into a situation of zero hunger and also food, reduced food waste.
Wow, that's quite interesting. I love the way you've explained your business description. It's quite good. I can see the passion that is in you. I'm just wondering the team that is working with you, because it comes to vegetables. We remember there's a lot of, pesticides that is normally, sprayed on the cabbage in the vegetables. Are they safe for where you are sourcing the vegetables?
We've worked with these let me call it a media. It gives more information about farming and even training and giving experts who can take farmers through, because we are not experts in matters of farming.
It's called what?
A Farmers Media.
A Farmers Media.
Yeah.
The letter A.
Yeah.
Okay. And do they certify organic? Do they certify organic? Do they give certification for organic?
No,
they
don't give the certification for organic. But when we were looking into the export market, we went and sought the channels, like what exactly do we need for us to meet the qualifications. And we were taken through we needed to go to the KEBS, and then KEBS was to certify. And after KEBS certified that, we were supposed to go to KEFIS. KEFIS now is the body that will go to the farm and also make sure that they will do the test and see if maybe are the vegetables having, are they organic or are they having maybe high level of pesticides that cannot meet the export standard. So all that is considered. As at now, we're waiting for the final details with KEBS. After that, then we will proceed with KEFIS, and maybe KEFIS will now give us a certification after proving the vegetables.
So it's in fact the Kenya Institute of Organic Farmers.
Well,
that's where you get the certification from.
Yes.
It's KIOF. KEFIS is just to make sure that the pesticides and the herbicides that you're using do not go above what are the allowed prescribed limits for the purpose of export. So it's important for you to really be clear. If you say that you're selling organic, that there's traceability, that there's it's not just the question of they didn't use fertilizer this time, they used manure. It's quite a lot more than that.
How do you ensure that the food handlers and how you handle the product is certified? Because I'm sure those are some of the things that KEBS would be looking at.
Definitely. Actually, when we went to KEBS, I was trained. Actually, I'm the one who went to KEBS. I was trained how to produce them. I was trained on what to use. For now, we use like water guard. We pour water guard into the water that we are washing those vegetables. Definitely like 2 bottle tops of water guard. Then we wash those vegetables, and most of the time, even during handling, our workers usually have masks on. They have gloves to handle those vegetables, and definitely one person must be there and the head cap. One person must be there to ensure that the whole process that it's taken, it's very, it's according to the KEBS standard. Right now, we are producing according to the KEBS standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's KEBS and there's Nairobi City Council. So your handlers, are they certified by the City Council?
They are. We have that certificate.
What are your costs? Give us that number.
Okay. We recently we just got
It's a number we're waiting for, ladies.
Yeah. What that you must be at the end of the month, the fixed cost for your business, the length.
They're in business.
Yes,
They know
yeah.
what a cost is. What is your cost?
Yeah.
Actually, Renee, you may find they don't know their costs. And I think this is a common mistake business people are doing.
Yeah.
We are selling, but we're not asking, is there even profit in this business?
It's true.
You can't ask people to invest in a business without knowing what your costs are. Because perhaps this business actually doesn't have profit.
And the irony is that you already know you want 580,000.
But you're making 1.2 million. Why would you take a loan? Unless you're at a loss, you're not making any profit. If you're at 1.2 million, and that's why we asked you the question, is this revenue or is this profit?
it was revenue.
If it's revenue, then what are your costs so we can determine what your profit is? Okay, let's ask the question a different way. What is your profit?
Monthly.
Okay, give us monthly.
Most of the time, it's 180.
Yeah.
It's 100 and?
180 has
Between
been
150 to about 200.
Between 150 to 200.
Yeah.
If you saved it for 3 months, you have got
Yeah,
the money
what
that you're looking for
equipment?
from us.
If the profit is 200,
They've already
paid themselves.
Oh, no, okay, it's 200 before paying ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back to what is your profit? And it's just a number that we want from you now.
Okay, just
No, really, just a number, nothing else. Sorry, I'm just going to take this one.
Yeah.
All we want is a number at this point. We're looking for a business. There's no business that your numbers will either tell the story of your business or not. And I know that it looks like we're being hard on you. But these are the decisions that are made in a business.
Yeah.
You know, your revenue number, not about. You could be able to enter, you could be able to track that. You know what your costs are, which you don't seem to know. And you don't know your profit. So the question that in fact she's asked, and for which Rose is very kindly trying to get you to squirm and get out from under.
The reason why I want
Which
to help
I
them.
know that you want to help them, but you're not in the business.
The reason
and they
why-
want money from us. No.
Because it's
If
fine.
you don't know these numbers and you say to someone else, give me your money so that I can add it to, I'm not even sure whether I have money, but somehow I will repay you, is why small businesses go into debt, fold, and ultimately people come to attach other people's properties.
Yeah.
Ladies, I'm going to stop this right now. I'm going to ask you to take some time, go and really look over your records, hoping that you've got records, and determine these numbers and come back. Okay?
Yeah.
That's
But
right.
I'll just start by telling Nature's Best. I love the name of the business. It's excellent. And the mistake you're doing is a common mistake with most entrepreneurs. When they make the 150 to 200, they think that profit, but they're not paying themselves because most entrepreneurs don't pay. They forget to themselves. From here, you can
you know
understand where
what
they're coming
happens?
from.
Let me tell
But
you
I
what
hear
happens,
what you are
Rose.
telling them.
If you
Yeah.
don't pay yourself, the loan comes and first you pay yourself. And so the loan never goes back to the business. And so then you're stuck in a trap because that cost of yourself should be part of the business.
Absolutely,
If
absolutely.
it's not,
Yeah.
and this is very common,
It's a
people
mistake,
take
yeah, yeah.
loans
Yeah.
and then the loan now come to pay the owner. But if this is when you're paying the owner, that business will never pick up. They will never have enough revenue to repay the loan.
Yeah.
Because ultimately they didn't have a business. So you only have a business when you're able to tabulate your revenues, tabulate your costs, including paying yourself, and say, I'm actually only making 20,000 shillings, which is fine. And be honest
Or
with
even
yourself.
that you're not.
Or even
Okay,
nothing.
which we can get.
We have our records.
Okay.
I think what we didn't really get on right is like making clear the costs on how they are. And I think it is fair enough that you've given us that opportunity to just go back and look into them and then bring a clear picture about it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you again.
Lynn come back with what the judges are looking for. Next day, we had Susan Dino.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you too.
And I'd like for you to tell us more about this business, how you plan on marketing, and please give us numbers in terms of how much you make and how you see your business growing, so that we know what we are putting ourselves into.
Okay. My name is Susan. I'm the founder and CEO of Umi Bless Hair Products. These are my products.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's an organic hair product that deals with seeds and herb, and we have six range of products. We have Umi Bless hair oil, we have shampoo, we have leave-in treatment, we have beard oil and beard creams, and also we have butter. We have chebe butter. So that's our business, and we are here. I'm here because we needed muscles, we needed fund, at least to be able to expand our business, and we need money, funding, and business mentorship in a small fee. Yeah, exactly.
So when we talk about production, can you please go more in telling us how much you produce per day, and what these funds would be able to do for you in terms of production?
Okay, I'll talk about last year, 2022. We had a revenue of 500,000, and we did the cost of goods sold. We sold at 180,000, and also the gross profit at 320. Expenses were a little bit because I had my sisters and cousins helping me to do some work, so it was a little bit. It was small at 50,000, and we made a profit of 270. That is equally a monthly net profit of around 22,000. Yeah. So we usually do a mass production. We don't do like daily. We buy goods and those seeds and herb at bulk, and then we do production once. Like for 3 months, production that will cover 3 months. Yeah.
Anyone else who's got a question for her?
I see you have a KEB certification. Tell us about that, when you got it, and what it has done for you.
Okay, I would say it was God. I just, someone used my the hair oil, and she told me to try and go for KEB certified so that the product could go to the market. And I tried, and I would say God favored me. It wasn't a tough, it was during 2021 COVID season, and the process went through very well. And now we got the certificate.
Okay.
Yes.
So one more question, and maybe somebody else can pick it up from there. What are you typical? Where do you source the oils and the seeds, and what's the process behind that?
Okay, the oils I get them from locals. Some of them I get from local women who produce them, and the seeds. I also use mostly women to help me in production. I pay them wages, not permanently. So we source them locally from the farm, from the local farms, and also the cereal, the sellers. Yes.
Talk about how you've been selling it thus far.
Okay, I started selling by referrals, and eventually I've started to sell B2B and B2C, business to business, that is to salons and other cosmetics. Also sell directly to retail. Some people order from me directly. I have pickup points in Nairobi, and we deliver countrywide. Even I've tried to deliver even in Tanzania and Uganda some few pieces from referrals from Kenya, relatives from Kenya. Yeah.
So is it a
Challenge
profitable
yourself.
business?
It is a
Terms of
profit.
profits?
Yeah, it is profitable. Because now I was doing some other business, I've fully, because it gives me satisfaction and it also gives me profits of the oil. I started with the oil, then the nanny came later. So I just sold to my friends and few referrals, and it wasn't bad. Still, I applied KEBS in 2021. So I started, let's say seriously, in 2021 because COVID, everyone was still.
Let me ask a question. What
Yes.
challenges have you encountered as a lady doing business or as a woman doing business?
Okay, challenges. The pricing of the product being organic. Some people they cannot afford it. So you find that if I can get money, I can be able to do mass production and reduce the cost.
Are you trying to get money from somewhere else and then maybe your bill turned away?
Yeah, I've tried some few banks, but you find that they ask you a lot of documentation. And my business is very young, so you just use whatever little you have to propel the business.
If you were to get the 500,000, what would you use it for?
If I would get the 500,000, I would use a bit of the money. I'll do the calculation. I'll source for, right now we are making them handmade. I'll look for at least cheaper, or I would rent equipments to do mass production. I'll also employ like 2 ladies to help me in production, and also creating a bigger office, a bigger manufacturing, because the one that I have is smaller.
Okay, just before you finish, where is
And
your
also toward the raw materials.
okay? Where is your office currently based, or your production center?
We are in Machakos County.
All right.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. And
Can I add just one more thing? I
Yes,
think you have a strong product, especially for kids.
Yes.
And use your story to get more sales.
Yeah.
So even in your social media, tell the story of your kids
Yes.
and figure out how to do it in a way that you're comfortable.
Yeah.
But just you have a niche,
Yes.
because there's a huge gap of African hair
Yes.
and black beauty and products being created outside the country, and that you figured out how to do that is a big opportunity. So know how to package it with regard especially to the kids market.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much. Before I go, I gave you the products. Will you buy me feedback and buy from me?
You'd like some feedback, right?
Yeah.
all right.
Well, Rose?
Well, about the products, given the products, I started using the product, it's fantastic. Amazing,
so
amazing.
much.
The feel, everything is just lovely about it. And always be your clients. I have to look out for you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'd like also to gift her and equally. Yeah, love to hear your feedback about the oil.
I will definitely give you feedback once I use it.
Thank you.
Will Lynn Odiwa and her colleague have the correct numbers? Join us next week as we look into the next set of contestants who are seeking that great opportunity for business finance and mentorship from NBK. This is You've Got Business, powered by NBK.